Hi guys, let's see if I can get close to being in there. If you can tell, I'm kind of a Stihl fan. That one there is a 041, bought back in 82 or 83. I got the receipt, I'm the original owner of it. This one here is a 660. And you look at the 500s and stuff like that, and I just don't think a 500 is going to last as much as this one does. Oh, I'm welcome to Friggin' Jeep. My name's John, and I created this mess all by myself. But I was talking to, well, I've talked to a few people. I was talking to Larry at Larry and Robin Outdoors, and we were talking about the 500i and how it's lighter and faster and all this kind of stuff. These are kind of like old-fashioned big blocks. It just got a lot of torque to pull through the things. Now, I just gassed this one up. If you saw, I was in the last video or video a few days ago. It's just, I went up and gassed that one up. I got my red, white, and blue marker. I marked that over there. But when looking for saws, I wish they would have, not just Stihl, all the saw manufacturers, I wish they'd give you two different weights, a dry weight and a fully loaded weight, because you're going to be sawing somewhere in between there. And I think it, when you got this saw here, this is probably heavier than a 500i, but it's got a lot of torque. But if it's only a pound difference, that really doesn't make a whole lot of, to me it doesn't make a whole lot of difference. This one here is heavier than that one, I think. I should weigh them. They're fully loaded right now. But half the time you got your dogs bit into the log anyway, and you're pulling up on the handle and maybe pushing down a little front. I don't push the saws that much. But I wish they'd give you two weights, not just Stihl, and maybe they do. I haven't looked at a brochure in so long, but they should give you a reality weight is fully loaded, because that's what you're carrying to the log. And then the next reality weight is, what they're giving you to make the saw look, oh, this is light as a feather. Personally, I'd rather have a heavy one, because I think it's probably gotten more, just built stronger. That's my opinion, but it ain't worth much. Anyhow, I brought this one down. This is going to be just about the last cutting of some logs. I think this locust is going to do this chain in. If you haven't seen this chain, which I can't take this off the tripod easy. Yeah, I guess maybe I can unscrew it. This chain, this is going to be the last I'm going to cut. If it makes it through, I'm going to make it through this one, and that one. And look at this chain, and then we're going to have a moment of silence for this chain. I don't know if you can see those little nubbies. Those are the teeth we're going to be sawing with, and they're not real sharp. That's what I cut this poplar, which I don't know if you've even seen that video. I just cut the poplar a couple days ago. But after that, if I make it through all that, we're going to retire that chain. This is my new tripod now that I got it off. But remember that other one? I made it so you could undo this thing here and pull it out and carry it around like a selfie stick. But you can see you can't do that. There's some kind of stop in there. So I'm going to go in there and maybe look and see what that is. I got to put you back on there. Pretty nice tripod. Like I said, I only paid $5.49 Goodwill. So you can get a lot of good deals there. I kind of recommend I get more than just this there. I gotta hold this up so I can put it back on. I'm gonna try to, you gotta screw it in that little thing there, so you're about ready to get screwed. And the big saw isn't warmed up, but it won't take much to warm it up. Oh, I have to, I guess it really doesn't matter, don't have to show you, but I got green marks, I can't see, green marks and red marks. When I went this way, the red mark, you can see it hits right on the fork. And this one here seems to hit right on the fork, so I came in from this end, so I hit in between the forks. So I like sawing off the forks when I can. We will put you, I guess we'll put you back here so you can, that's a nasty log. You can see the ring shank in it there. I didn't look at the other end of it, but it's not a sawmill quality piece. So we'll start out, if we can start this beast, we're gonna, maybe you can see me, This is a cold start, so we'll see what it takes to cold start this thing. We'll move you up a little bit like that. I think you can kind of see everything. I'm gonna cut, there's just chunks and hunks at that pile there. Oh, I guess I was about ready to start it down in there. See what it takes to start this beast. I think I got it turned on, yeah. No, I forgot to, I probably just flooded it. Yeah, I know I just flooded it. Crapola. Usually it starts right up. It fired, and I forgot to take the choke off. Because you got, I'm just out of practice and I'm seeing on forget. Usually it'll breathe through though. There it goes. nothing like a big block. Now when I saw those, if you're new here and saw me saw that, I start cutting and go all the way up like that once I get into the in between the forks, because if I saw straight through like that, the log at the top will pinch in. But if I cut it like this and then come out of the saw, then I just got a little bit at the end that I got to nick off. Now you also see in that, I think you can see that, I'm not going to take you off the stand again. See the ring shank in there? I'll go point it out. So if I put that on the mill, this would have peeled off all around through here and all through there. That's ring shank. It messes you up. I'm gonna go get one more log. I'd like to get that bigger one back there. I might do that. I'll put you back here. I'm gonna get the second one with a hole in it. See that one? That's what I'm going for. And this is locust. If you have any question, it's old nasty locust, and it's a pretty hard wood, but you can see why I like that big block saw with that old rotten chain. It's a cutting dog. Look at the woodpecker hole in that. That's a pileated woodpecker hole. Now I don't know if you guys can see that. I don't really know what's in there, but that's generally how I cut. I cut in a fairly nice area, and then the next log I come in and just push all the junk up. This is once again not a good log for the sawmill, even though it's locust, and I've showed you where it's rotted. I've showed you other things on it. Let me see. Let's see, I can't find my, oh, here it is. Now, a gentleman sent me these measuring sticks because I kept losing the other sticks, and I wrote his name on one, or he maybe wrote his name on one, so I could thank him every time I used them, but it's done wore off. I'm gonna see where I come on the forks, right on the forks, so maybe at this end I won't be on the forks. Yep, I'm in between the forks here. Boy, this is a nasty one. Yeah, I'm in between the forks. They were all cut at about 8.5 fence post length. And then I'll have a nub here for chunks and hunks. Chunks and hunks. All this is going to get burned probably this year. Burned this fall. This is what the wood is, or planned for. We're going to start the big saw up, and I guess I'll bring you along for gnawing this piece up, and then that's about it. We'll see if it makes it through the chain. But you can see why I like this. This old beast is good. How do you start this thing? Right there, I think. I don't use the saw enough to remember how to use it from time to time, and I'm a little green at sawing right now. It's been a while since I did a whole lot of sawing. some stinky wood. Now I'm not bearing down on this, so I know I got not particularly big chips, but that's low. You can see that, man. Remember what I talked about? The swirl right here. Anyhow, I'm not pushing down on it hard because number one, the chain is weak, and number two, I'm tired. Hardwood. Don't know. Chain's getting ready to be retired. See the sparks? Did you guys see the sparks? I was digging dirt. Seems I was going to retire that blade. Whew. Old fat boy's out of juice. I got 3 more over there to do, and we'll get them. That thing's heavier than I thought. But that old blade, it's time for retirement, guys. It's just, that's why I dug it in the dirt. Maybe I won't try to resurrect it. It's down to those little angly things on the top of the teeth, And did I bring you, I don't know whether it was this one or the last one I brought you in on this. That's how good I can remember. This doesn't focus on them little teeth. But for some reason it's a, ouch, cutting Hummer. It doesn't focus in. Focuses on my goofy fingernail. They're just itty bitty nubs. Itty bitty nubs, but it's a cutting beast. I think it's probably, you know, it's not really that dull. It's still pretty sharp. Now one guy was saying, oh, you get those teeth down like that and the chain will break. The chain is down in here. That chain ain't gonna break, that's the tooth. Even if you broke that off, it would still be through all those cleats, so I'm not really worried about that. That bar is hot as a firecracker though. Ouch. Woo! Anyway, I'm gonna call it a wrap. So do me a favor. Excuse the goofy red glasses. I glued the ones that I broke. Man, there's so much dust on the screen, I gotta clean that off. Do me a favor, hit the like button, subscribe, check and make sure you're subscribed because a lot of people are getting unsubscribed, and hit the bell icon if you want to see more goofy stuff here. We'll see you later now, bye-bye. I gotta turn it around to turn it off. Look at that nice vehicle. We'll see you later, bye.